Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're playing Final Fight for Super NES. So let's just jump in and see what we got. It has been a very long time since I played this game. That's weird. We only the two buttons. Really, dude? Come here, Doug. Okay, Doug is really getting on me right there, I tell ya. There we go. Didn't we just kick earlier? Oh yeah, I forgot this is a time limit thing. I'm glad that they sit around waiting for me so we can just do that. I really dislike all the time, like all these games, that's my biggest complaint, is they are constantly off the side of the screen and we can't do anything, so you gotta wait for them to come in here, but then we got that bullshit. I mean, we're on a time limit, but then they all run away like a little bitch. I mean, all in all, it is a basic beat 'em up. I think the time limit is unnecessary, to say the least. But yeah, the whole, like, the off-screen thing is one of the biggest things that always drove me nuts on these games. It is silly that we have a 4-button control, or 6-button controller, and they use 2 of them. I mean, they're freaking hit sponges, and we're running out like 20 like seconds. We have 20 seconds to get through this whole freaking thing. It seems like. All right, so we got to get away from here so that we don't get. And then we get right behind us. I gotta love it, right? I like his name would look like 2 Punch. He takes 2 punches and is done. Hollywood. Like the names that they give these guys is hilarious. I mean, the gameplay is fine, all things considered, but again, the off-screen stuff is really kind of is really obnoxious. They should almost invisible wall it. I mean, we have an invisible wall, why don't they, you know? But other than that, it's pretty basic. I mean, it's a 1-button game, honestly. Like, the jumping is almost not really a thing. Wow, we really got our ass whooped on that one, didn't we? But now they're off the screen, so now we gotta wait around. He's gonna laugh out. Oh. Okay, we have not done any damage to this guy. So this is what we're doing. It's He's a cheese boss. We do get a lot of levels, our extra men, though. He roasted himself. I mean, the AI is kind of dumb. Yeah, this fight is really stupid. We can't do any damage to the dude, and he just keeps calling more guys. There we go. And then he can freaking one-shot it. I mean, it's cheesy, it's basic. But Final Fight is like kind of the epitome of some of the basic beat 'em ups. I mean, Double Dragon is the standard, obviously. But you know, we got no real enemy design, which you don't expect because you know, they're gonna really just draw 8,000 different You bitch. Jesus. Why is it that we're the main guy and we can't take as many hits as like all the other guys can? You figure we'd be tougher than the freaking little weak ass dudes we keep whooping up on, but apparently we're not. Because 1 or 2 hits and we're already done for. And how is getting stabbed not really doing any damage? I'm glad he waited for us to finish those guys off before they did that one. I mean, it's funny, Slash doesn't have knives, but whatever it did have to, I didn't even see the guy that did have knives name. But it definitely wasn't Slash. I mean, you know what's funny is this one is the most synonymous. Like, most people know Final Fight more than anything else. But I think it's one of the worst beat 'em ups than some of the other ones. It's a lot easier than a lot of the other ones too. Like, remember Alien vs Predator was a somewhat tough game. Will you pick up the food? Like, come on. Apparently his reach is greater than mine, right? Will you come on here so I can kick your ass? Literally. Come on. Boot to the face. You gotta love the getting... I mean, honestly, that's kind of what you'd expect in a situation like that, right? Them coming at you from all directions. Another one of these guys that just take hit after hit after hit. About time he's taking some damage. We just lose our knife. Oh, what did he do? He just came on screen and all of a sudden we just got hit? Come on, dude. I mean, these games have always been pretty goddamn cheesy. But I mean, all in all, decent little game. Like I said, I think that even though this is like the most known, I think it's the most basic compared to a lot of the other ones. I mean, we've played some where, you know, you got different characters that have different moves. We have more than 2 buttons. I mean, granted, you don't need more than 2. It functions just fine as is. But if you want to be something a little bit more, you know, actually having moves and like specials and stuff like that, I think is a... But this is kind of, albeit, you know, video game-esque, where I dare to say more realistic, where we're just a basic dude running around beating up a massive, large amount of the same guys over and over again. And now we're fighting a samurai. He wanted his, because Tana's back. See, that's bullshit too. Like, all of a sudden he's invincible for a minute, and then can come back and just do that. Nothing like just shoulder charging us to fucking... It's really ridiculous. Like, this is so stupid. Where do we continue at? Now, how is it we continue, but we're like all the way back over here? I mean, both guys are pretty much the exact same. I mean, that's kind of a knight. It's a better move, I think. Getting hit with a sword just doesn't quite do the damage you'd expect it to. And for whatever reason, we're just all of a sudden slower than this. I do remember his... spin move. It's funny, like, you could do the move, but if you hit somebody, it hurts you too. I mean, it does make it so you can't spam that one move all the time. I was really hoping we just start at the samurai. But, of course not. Fucking Jesus. Seriously, dude. What is with all these chest bumps that just like... Let's go. Really? Just die. Seriously. You just gotta love the... Like, can you imagine how decent the game would be if they didn't have guys come up behind you while you're in mid-combination to hit you from behind? That's nice. You gotta love that they can just avoid the entire attack and then just come up behind you when you do that. I'm getting sick of the run up and hit me with their chest. Like, we had enough of that with the boss. Jesus Christ, I forgot how stupid this is. I mean, they almost make it to where you need to, where all you do is cheese the jump kick. Because if you're standing around, then they just overwhelm you with a bunch of stupid shit. But you can't really get hit when you're jump kicking somebody. Oh good, we have 0 lives and no health. Now we're gonna go right into an arena. Against a fucking cheesy boss. Like, seriously. Oh no, we're not. We're not even gonna get to that part. I mean, the game is a decent game, don't get me wrong, but it really is just very basic for what it should be. Like, this is a good game for, like, a NES game, but for Super NES, when we have the ability to do so much more, having something as basic as this, where it's just cheesy bullshit, and like a 2-button game on a 6-button controller, on something that is actually has the ability and the processing power to actually do so much more, to just have it as basic as possible is very kind of disappointing, and it just could be so much better. And like, that's the one thing I hate about the beat 'em ups is the whole difficulty is where you're trying to do one thing and you have things jumping from behind and getting you that just come off screen in the middle of a thing where you can't stop anything. So you're always getting hit by bullshit because you're always stuck. You can't really just like punch and move, because as soon as you go to punch, you can't do the little combo thing. So you wind up cheesing where you're just gonna do jump kicks constantly. And then what the hell's the point of a fighting thing when that's the only thing you do? So it's just like, there's just not enough variety or playability in these kind of games, I feel like. I get, they're a lot of fun for short bursts, But I think as a whole, it really starts to get obnoxious and annoying, fighting the same 4 or 5 enemies with the same cheesy bullshit constantly. And like I said, pretty much wandering around just having to jump kick everything, because anything else you do, you're just getting hit from behind constantly. You're getting stuck in spots so you can't avoid getting damage. For whatever reason, as a star, you take so much damage on every stupid little hit. And like you have these other guys that just can take hit after hit and their health bar doesn't even move for like the longest time. It's just, I get it. I mean, you got to have something going on in the game. But there's just not enough variety. There's not enough uniqueness to it. All it is you walk, you punch, you move. You walk, you punch, you move. Same 4 guys over and over and over again. You got a guy with a knife. You got the big guy. You got the obnoxious jumper. And you got the basic guys that are just there to throw punches. So it's the same types regardless of, names, colors, whatever. It's always the same, like 4 or 5 guys over and over and over again. And it's just, there's a certain place for it. And let's say it is a fun little game. It's a decent game. But I feel like there's so many also beat 'em ups that have actually done so much better and done so much more with it than the Final Fight. And although Final Fight seems to be the one that, everyone sticks out. If you name like beat 'em ups, it'll be Double Dragon, because that is like the start of everything. That was the first beat 'em up, more or less. And then you got like Final Fight that came out that was, the looked better, played a little bit better, but honestly, it's the same thing. It's a 2-button game. You punch, you jump. Like, it's just, well, at least the other one was punch, kick, hit both buttons to jump. This one is punch, both buttons jump, and then you can do your special move. Or the one button jumps, and then you can hit the attack after that to kick. And it's so basic. It's just, I don't know, there's just so much more that can be done. We have seen it on the channel alone, where we have so many other beat 'em ups that, like I said, have special moves, have different abilities. You have one that's like a lot quicker and does more different things. And we just had a much better, with a lot bigger supply. We don't need like 6 different characters to play. Like 1, 2, 3 is fine, but do something more than just punch. That's my opinion anyways. With that being said, guys, thanks so much for joining. We'll do Final Fight 2 next. Have a good one.